go. What it do? Do do. Let's get it right. Make sure that everything is all right. Let's get it. What up, everybody? Hope y'all doing well. Pull up a chair. It's gonna be a good one. Just gonna go over the weekend. Had a nice weekend this weekend. See if we can blast off. Why it's still upcoming? Should be live. We should be good to go. Hey, Almond Eyes, how you doing, sis? Hope you doing well. Just checking my sound, making sure everything is okay. Sitting on the back porch, got me a nice little glass of wine. About to go on a little bit of a rant in observation of my weekend. Had a nice long weekend. The missus and Maddie is on the court right now getting some shots up. So, I let them get a little practice in before I go over and smoke their boots, pause. But it was a weekend this weekend, so a couple of things. And just wanted to come on here, vent a little bit, get a couple things off my chest. I hope y'all checked out my last mobile stream. It was a question. Was the Joker right? Some people just want to see this world burn. Not sure if y'all are aware of it in this real world and in the content creating world. It's just some people don't want to see the world prosper, matriculate, don't want to see some people do well, don't want to spread positive information, don't want to perpetuate righteousness. And you need to be able to differentiate, be able to tell these people apart because there's a lot of them. So check out that last stream, man. Was the Joker right? Some people just want to see the world burn. It got a lot of positive reactions. A couple of people want to sit down and talk with me because of it. So I'm happy about it. And I'm going to keep on pumping out my thoughts and observations. And like I said, this weekend was no different. We went out, was able to go out on date night Friday. And we were in the club slash penthouse of the hotel, having a nice time. Everybody looked amazing, smelled amazing. The music, though, was a little different. And the reason it stood out to me is because there was a young lady that came past me with her drink and her nice dress, and she was like, "I'm 55 and fine." Shout out to Green Beans on the check-in. What up, Green Beans? She said, "I'm 55 and fine." And she was proclamating that for the night. And number one, she wasn't. And number two, I thought about the music that I was hearing. The music me and the missus was hearing. And I'm going to touch on this later on tonight when we get in the hot seat. It was no Stevie Wonder being played, no Luther got played, no Michael got played, no Prince. We was there for about 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours. The video is grainy. Is it because I'm in the backyard? Let me see. Could be my internet. Let me check, see where we're connected to. Move the phone, let me move the phone. Let me know how I look. Let's come down here. And now let me check it. Let me go out, come back in. Sounds like a teacher event. Slightly. Slightly. It was definitely an upscale event, Green Beans, but like I said, man, just to see the young lady proclamating to be 55 and fine, and I'm listening to the music, and I don't hear no Luther, I don't hear no Patty. It was really wild to me to see that we have these grown ass kids running around America, like proclaiming to be up in age, but maturity is lacking. Just running around the club in a tight dress, talking about you 55 and fine. The atmosphere was crazy. Everybody had on a suit jacket. Brothers was smoking cigars. But like I said, we got a bunch of music that wasn't of a 55-year-old variety. And it was odd to me. Let me check this video, see if it's getting better. I might have to change my internet access. Y'all bear with me. We mobile, so we got time. I ain't in no rush. See what we can do. That works. Let's see if that works. It's worse on the connection side. All right, let's see what we got. Let's change our location. See if this helps. They not like us. They not like us. Let's see how we looking now. Did that get a little bit better? Let's go out. Go back in. How is that looking? Let me know if it's getting better. Let's see what we doing here. Shout out to Take Heed. I see Take Heed pulling in. Y'all let me know how it look on y'all side, how it sound on my side. She said, hello, everyone. My connection was acting up too on the replay. Okay, okay. Didn't they at least have Nas playing? Nah, we didn't get no Nas. We didn't get no Nas. I'm gonna be honest with you, it was unique. And like I said, to hear the young lady proclaiming to be 55 and fine, I thought I would hear a little more Luther, a little more Stevie. The missus was there. She was there. Did you remember when the lady was saying she was 55 and fine, running around in her dress? And I was reflecting on the music that we heard. Did we hear any Stevie? Did we hear any Luther? Did we hear any Patty? Any Diana Ross? For somebody to be running around the club screaming, I'm 55 and fine. I'm 55 and fine. It's my birthday. We ain't hear no Tina Marie, no Tina Turner, no Tina nobody. And I'm just recapping my weekend, and that was the first thing is that I noticed that in the club, we were able to go out Friday, but the young lady running around screaming she 55 and fine, and she wasn't, off top. But again, no Stevie, no Luther, no Freddie Jackson, no nothing. No Shabba Ranks, no Beanie Man. There was no, like, what did we hear? We heard some club music. We heard the African line dance. He dum 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 say. Ooh, I'm Nina me. He dum 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 say. He dum 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 say. Why the hell do they stampede to the dance floor when that shit come on? I love the song. I love it. But the way they only get up and dance to that one song, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. They make their way to the dance floor when that song come on. Me and the missus was two-stepping, getting it in. I'm not sure what he was playing, a little Return of the Mac or something. But here it comes. And when I hear it, I'm telling the missus, like, yo, come on, watch your back. She's like, what you talking about? You don't hear it? You don't hear it? They coming. They are coming to do that line dance. And sure enough, turn around. Here they come. Line dance popping. I get you take heed, but they gotta keep dancing. They don't stop. They stop when that song go off. Take heed. They stop dancing until Megan come on or Cardi come on. Then they get back up again. But you know, anything reminiscent to love music, anything reminiscent to getting that two-step on, dance floor be empty. Me and the missus be the only two on the dance floor. Shameful. Y'all let me know how my connection look on y'all side. Is it still blurry on that side? I'm gonna go out and come back in. It still looks blurry on my side. Mrs. Telling the Truth Boss Lady. Hello, how are you? Appreciate you stopping by. I'm just recapping my weekend. Had a long weekend. So I'm recapping. Started out with the date night. We went out on a date night Friday. Was able to go out and get a two-step in. I am doing well, thank you. And the next thing I noticed was this music back and forth versus going on between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. And the only thing I would have to say on that is be careful of conscious people. Just because they choose to not respond don't mean they can't respond. And when they do respond, you can believe it will be calculated, it will be well thought out, it will be well played out. So, you know, you can only keep a good person down but for so long. And this is, you know, one of those instances. You can pull out all types of different things about the back and forth battle, you know, being who you say you are and the person that you present to the world, actually living like that and being that person behind closed doors when nobody's watching is very important. But again, you know, the one thing that I pulled from it was you better be careful of conscious people and kicking somebody when they down, because if they get tired of it and they decide that they want to fight back, I hope you are ready for what they're ready to bring. I got a question as well. I got a question. This one might need a trigger warning. This one might have to come with a trigger warning. But I got a question. Why bitches don't like to be called bitches? Why bitches don't like to be called bitches? And what's crazy is they call they self bitch. They let their friends call them bitch. Their family members could call them bitch. But if you call them a bitch, they feel disrespected. They point it out. Everything has to stop. Stop the presses. Stop the presses. They started the disrespect. They called me a bitch. But you are a bitch, though. Your mannerisms, your behavior, your demeanor, the way you articulate, the way you back and forth, yell and scream at people, you're actually a bitch. So why would you be mad when someone actually just gives you their observation on how they're receiving you? Mrs. Harris, you got an answer for this question? Why bitches don't like to be called bitches?
Mm, I don't know.
She says she don't know, y'all.
I really don't.
She says she really don't
They call
know.
themselves bitches.
I
So
just brought that
I
point
don't know
up.
why they don't like it when somebody else, why they so offended when somebody else calls them a bitch. Because they
I
know,
just
you know,
brought.
it's a derogatory phrase, you know, it's a derogatory word. But they take it on as, you know, empowerment. But when somebody calls them it,
Mm.
I
Yeah,
don't like it.
that's my question. No comment. No comment. I see down there. Okay. 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 Understandable. But yeah, just something that crossed my mind because, like I said, they get called a bitch and the presses have to stop. It's like they've been disrespected to the highest of festivity. Like they can't continue anything, can't go on because they were called a bitch. But what's crazy to me is they're actually a bitch. You yell and scream at whoever you want. You talk to whoever you want, however you want. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Who gonna check you, boo? All of this comes off kind of bitchy. It's a little bitchy. So when somebody calls you a bitch, it's just a word. You should kind of roll with it. We get called niggas all the time. We get called what a real man is all the time. We get told we zesty and spicy and sassy and all the rest of those things. Yeah, if you're coming off like a bitch, somebody gonna say it, and I'm not gonna apologize. This is probably why I'm rarely in the company of bitches, because I'll call it out and say it. Oh no, this is not the type of company that I keep. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were a bitch. I gotta alleviate myself from this situation, and I'm very unapologetic about it. So this is kind of where I am with it. I call a bitch out all the time. Absolutely, take heat. It's and it's usually rightfully placed. And even if not rightfully placed, that's your perception, especially in the world where it depends. Everybody's different. Everybody got a right to feel how they want to feel, and it's okay. Don't you love when people give you permission to feel? When people give you permission to think, when people give you permission to have an opinion, you can have your opinion, and that's okay. I don't need your fucking permission. I'm not looking for counsel, cosign, kudos, permission. I'm not looking for none of that. The way I perceive you is the way I perceive you. I don't care if you agree with me or not. You don't have to give me permission for it to be okay. They love to do that. This is those microaggressions. You can feel how you want, and it's okay. Motherfucker, I know it's okay for me to feel how I want. I don't need your permission. I don't need your counsel. I don't need your cosign. I don't need you to iterate it. Because that's exactly what you want. You want me to feel like you're giving me permission to go ahead and continue this conversation. But that's not all guys. And I'm not all guys. The next thing I got to on my weekend that I noticed, I don't know if y'all noticed it or not. There's a lot of neglectful mothers in this goddamn electronic space. And that's why they don't want men to talk about women. They don't want anybody to say anything to a woman. They don't want any conversations to go on where women come back to be the topic. They don't want women to be the answer when they say, who's to blame for the way the kids are acting in the community? Women. Who is the blame for the way society? Women. And now men are even scared to say it. They're the first teachers of our babies. And we gonna just alleviate them from responsibility? Well, I'm not. It's a lot of neglectful mothers in this electronic space. And you know what make me say it? Is because it's a double-sided sword. It's a lose-lose on either side, because you spend a lot of time in this electronic space neglecting your child. And the trail that you leave, the legacy that you leave when they classmates tap them on their shoulder and say, yo, this your mama? Yo, this your mom's? This your mom's right here? With her titties out, talking about who? Shanti and Nelly? That's the quality of conversation your mom chose to. What they talking about? What your moms did on here all the time? Oh, this is what she did. She just talked about other women, dragging them. What is that? A close up on her edges, close up on her frontal. Hate. And this is what you do with the time you spend away from your child. You're not with your child while you're sitting in front of this screen, because you're telling us all your business. So don't act like you multitasking. No, we can't do that. You can put your attention here and then put it there, but we can't multitask. So here's what I see. A lot of neglectful mothers in this space, and they don't want to hear it coming from me. Why? Because I'm a man. He's a man. Why he talking about women? Neglectful ass mothers. Go to TikTok right now, hit the live option, and just scroll. A bunch of chicks doing hair, doing tarot, just sitting in front of the screen watching or arguing and yelling with somebody. Go look. I'm not lying. The men is doing DJing, they barbering. Some of them are talking shit like how I'm doing right now. Some of them informative, instructional, for educational purposes. But go on there and check out what some of these mothers is doing. Got the baby sitting right in the screen with them, just sitting there for hours. And this is the shit I be talking about. They tell us that's, curating the house so hard. Why? Because you was sitting on the damn TikTok for 6 hours? Folding clothes is like slavery. All you got to do is put them in the dryer and go do your fucking 7,000 TikToks that you be doing, and then go back, fold the clothes while you on TikTok. Maybe somebody will send you a fucking gift for taking care of your house, for setting another narrative on TikTok and mothers. But it's a lot of neglectful mothers out here. It's a whole female civil war going on right now. A civil war, or is it a goddamn conglomerate of neglectful mothers? Because that's what I see when you put the thumbnail up. I don't see no goddamn civil war going on. I see a bunch of bitches that don't pay attention to their kids. They got new men. They going on Kendra G looking for men. They arguing about men. They dragging other women about men. They sending their vagina pictures to men. They chatting with men, taking money from men, getting with other men. They married, then single, then divorced, then single, then married, then talking to somebody, then taken, then spoken for, then single again, neglecting their children. What kind of goddamn attention are their children getting? That's why we say promote conscious parenting. We tried to say love and abundance first. That was too much over their heads. Love and in abundance. We barely got enough love for the two of us. We damn sure ain't got it in abundance. So we had to change that. We said, you know what? Promote conscious parenting. They ask a lot of questions about how to do better. Who is it on? Where's the responsibility? How about parents? Promote conscious parents. They'll create conscious children. Conscious children will be aware of their surroundings and aware of what they're doing to other people, and empathetic and sympathetic and apologetic and remorseful. That's what a conscious parent does. So when you ask, how do we fix it? Create conscious parents. Promote conscious parents. Tell them it's not about you no more, parent. When you had that baby, it's not about you no more. You could sit in the back and do a rant while your baby is in the park playing on the swings, but she's in eye shot. Make sure you see her. You could go out, but maybe on date night, maybe not every night, maybe not have a bunch of people parading in and out your house. Conscious parenting, because we want our kids to grow up and become conscious, productive citizens to society. A lot of y'all don't want y'all kids to grow up and be that. Y'all want y'all kids to grow up and be right next to you or in jail, so you can make sure you know where he is, and you can send him something when you can, and you can tell him, I tried, I did the best that I could do for you. That's not consciousness. What's the lyrics? You did your best, but I guess your best wasn't good enough. That's real shit. We needed you to be conscious. Fuck your best. Your best wasn't shit. We all just average. We need to start thinking more realistically. And the neglectful mothers that I see in this electronic space, you could talk to me about the fathers. You could talk to me about who not there. I'm talking to you. You are there. The motherfuckers around you every day. You have the opportunity to put quality men in his life. If he got a fucked up daddy, you have the opportunity to be a quality woman and put quality men in his life. But do you do it? Nope. You blame everybody else. You create this online space that say, you know what? We need to learn how to have better relationships, how to be a better couple, how to be better parents. And people come here and try to show you, and guess what you tell them? You too old, you too ugly, I don't like your hat, your shirt is not right. I was watching a chat today. The young man was on there spitting game. The man he's viral right now for you a single mother. You let him hit it raw. He got the song on TikTok. He's talking today. I look in the chat. He's a dishwasher girl. He about to go back to work. I think he a bar back. Laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji. So now we laughing at working men that work 40 hours, and in his off time, the nigga came up with something that went viral. And he is just one or two more video clips or one or two more t-shirts away, one or two more sayings away from going there. But again, guess what I seen in the chat? He's a bar back. He's a dishwasher. Girl, ha ha ha. Look at these black men. And we supposed to listen to him and he got to go back to work. And he's saying, I got to go back to work, yo. I can only be here for a certain amount of time. I got to go back to work. This is the people we make fun of. But again, these neglectful ass mothers is what sets this tempo. This is what makes it okay to just disrespect a working man. You know how? You want me to prove it to you? With your little job, with your little 401k, with your little professional NBA career, with your little Learjet, with your little Bentley. Everything's little. You see how they diminish our accomplishments, diminish our character, diminish our positivity with one word, little. Your little apartment. Yeah, you know, you got your little 40 acres and your little mule. You got your little CEO business and your little employees. Who gonna check me, boo? This is the neglect. It's not just the kids. They neglect everything. They neglect natural order. They neglect respect for men. They neglect respect for themselves. Neglect. They practice it so they get good at it. Anything you practice, you're going to get good at. Superb. And they practice neglect. They practice cantankerousness. And we ain't supposed to say nothing. You say something, you blaming. Oh, you dragging. Oh, black women. Oh, why you talking about black women? Do you see? Do you tell them they dragging positive women? They dragging good, upstanding mothers, wives, girlfriends, aunties. They're dragging. Don't nobody pull them to the side and check them. So that's one of the things that I see here in these spaces. Neglectful ass mothers with their titties pushed up into the screen. All the thumbnails is always updated. DoorDash is always active and enabled. I just ordered something, y'all. Let me go to the door and get this. Can't keep a relationship for 3 weeks, but they DoorDash been rocking for 3 years now and running. But they can't keep no relationship with nobody, not with no girls, not with no boys, not with their job, not with nobody. It's coincidental? No, they're neglectful. They don't think anybody has to do anything except be catered to. I'm a woman. I don't have to cater to my man. I don't have to pay attention to what he needs. I don't have to nurture my family. I don't have to curate my house. I'm a woman. And ain't no man bet not say nothing to me, because if he's not no real man. If he say something about me, he is not no real man. How come we get the definition of a real man for everybody but a man? I wish I would let one of you bitches who never had a man around you in your life tell me what a man is. You ain't had a baby daddy that you kept. You ain't got no husband. Your daddy probably broke out early. If he stayed around, you don't respect him. Look at the way you treat men. My daddy do anything for me. My daddy wrapped around my finger. Men ain't shit. Men, you could never tell what men is gonna do. My daddy is the best. My daddy will come for me whenever I say. My daddy loves me. My daddy is the best man ever. Men ain't shit. You don't need no man. Don't nobody need no man. You could want a man, but you don't need no man. This is what I see. Neglectful ass women. They practice online and they get really good at it. And we enable them. Don't say shit. Say something to them. Something wrong with you. Not me. I don't buy that shit. What else did I see? I seen Nikki's petition. See her right there? She got a petition online right now. Right now, she got a petition online. And you know what it's for? False paternity. Did you know it was against the law for a woman to knowingly put a man's name on a birth certificate? And it's not right. It's false. It's a lie. It's against the law. No woman has ever been charged for it, though. She got a petition going. You would think more men would get behind that petition, wouldn't you? No. They just as simple as the women. They just as neglectful as the women. They don't want to promote conscious parenting either. It's super simple. All you got to do is love the kids more than you love yourself. All you got to do is want your child to do better than what you did. All you got to do is put their best interest first. It's really simple. but a lot of people don't do it. Why? Promote conscious parenting. You got a question? I got the answer. Promote conscious parenting. Why they acting the way they act? Because their parents ain't conscious. Didn't put no consciousness in them. Didn't tell them that there is consequences for their actions. Didn't give them definitions and reasons for why they were doing the things they do. An explanation came with everything from us. We your mother and father. You listen to us because that's how you show us respect. We show you respect by keeping this house curated. Lights on, rent paid, food in the refrigerator, all the utilities, all the utensils, any outlets that you need. That's our job as your parent, is to make it easy for you. Anything out in this world, we want to make accessible to you right here in this house so that you don't have to go out there. You can go out there if you need to. But what you need is right here. Your job now is to listen to us because we have your best interests at heart. Do you have any broken bones? Nope. Ever got hit by a car? Nope. Ever got molested, raped, assaulted? Nope. 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 That's why you listen to us. Because you've been doing good so far. Look at our track record. We've been doing good so far. So let's go ahead and let's keep this up. But again, everything got a reason behind it. Don't go in the street because a car can hit you. We don't steal because somebody might be coming back looking for what you stole, and there's no reason for you to do that when you have everything that you need in the house. It all becomes circular. It all becomes reciprocal. It all becomes just second nature. And it all sparks from consciousness. Me and Nikki know we regular. We probably gonna die regular. We ain't nothing extraordinary. But what we will do is we will give these kids information so that they can take the baton and run further than we did with it. That's what we will do. We will sit our ass right here just in case they need us. Where we need to be. We don't need to be in Cancun and Dubai. Where we need to be, except right here. If the kids need us, we right here. But that's not what I see. I see neglectful motherfuckers. Mostly mothers, because they're the first teachers. And I see them yelling and screaming at each other. I see them proclamating nonsense. And you know what me and the missus say, AKA, make it last forever. You know what else I seen? Nikki's petition. Go and check it out at change.org. Baby, what's the name of it?
Fraudulent paternity.
Fraudulent paternity.
Time for women to start being held accountable.
It's time for women to start being held accountable for their fraud. Y'all check it out on change.org. And it's on all of her social pages, and it's on our Facebook group page as well. I got a question for the negative Nancys. Why y'all bring y'all relationship problems to social media? Because that was one of the things I heard whenever we had a situation, we reacting to a video, we read a paragraph. It's like, first it was a skit. That was first. Yeah, that's a skit. That's a skit. Okay, so still sparks the conversation. But the second thing is, why they had to bring it to social media, though? Why you bring it to social media? Why they hit record and bring it to social media? The first thing they did was bring it to social media. So I asked, why y'all bring y'all relationship shit to social media? We don't want to see it. We having good relationships on here. There are married people on here that been married for a long time, that love each other and like each other simultaneously. So why y'all bring y'all bullshit on here? Why y'all hit record and then post the shit so that we can all see? Girl, don't do it. Let me warn y'all. Why y'all do all that shit? How about bring the positive stories or don't say anything? Remember when your mama said if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing? Remember that? Them days is over. Them days is over. But again, when certain people hit their button and start saying what they want to say, it's a problem. Why is it a problem? Why y'all bring y'all shit to social media is what I want to know. Do misery love company? Do misery love company? Because when people try to bring positive examples of relationships, you you must don't want that. Because marriage wants company too. Long-lasting relationships want company too. Mature people want company too. In this world of immature, neglectful motherfuckers, mature people want company too. Misery ain't the only thing that want company, but it's the only thing that gets company because it gets advertised. Come be miserable with me. That's what them posts say to me. All of them posts that say, watch out, y'all. I had to come to social media and post this because I had to warn my sis. You want misery along with you. Or else why bring it here? I'm concerned for the children. I mean, it's the only logical thing to be. They're getting horrible social interaction, horrible education, horrible eating, reading levels are very low. And again, who we blaming? Who they in the house with all the time? Who got custody of them? Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of the law. You could tell me whatever you want, but when Kevin Durant stood up there, he's a cupcake too. He's trash. I tried to tell y'all. Mama, you the MVP, mama. When they do good, mama is the best. But when he's in jail, it's because he ain't had no daddy. I'm not buying it. It's too opportunistic. It's too coincidental. I want to know why they bring their bullshit to social media. Because misery loves company. And I'm concerned for the kids as well. But I think, some people say they concerned for the kids. I want to see the proof. My proof is in the pudding. United Community Network, all of the things that we do for the community and for little ones, we shouldn't have to keep trying to sell it. This is what we've been doing. This is what we will continue to do. And it's not because no record button is on. Go and check our track. It's in our history. It's in our memories. It's there.
PAL since you was 16.
Again, this is why I'm very unapologetic, Mrs. Harris. This is why I don't have to try to convince myself that what I'm saying is the right thing or what I'm saying is no, no, no. This is what I've been doing. I come from a neighborhood of this. They weren't the best examples, but at the same time, like I said, they let you know what the rules of the street, what the rules were. And there were rules. So that was my weekend, man. 55 and fine. I ain't hear no Luther. I ain't hear no Stevie. We got there at maybe 8, 8:30, left at maybe 11. And maybe the DJ did throw on some shit, from 11 to 12. And we might have missed it. But 2024, man, it's about throat babies. It's about wiping me down. 55 and fine. 55 and fine. So this is why we usually, go to those BYOB, those VFW parties where they call us the kids. They called mommy the other day and they having another party coming up. They said, are the kids coming? Wait, we the kids? We 50. I said, damn, baby, we got to go to that party. If we're considered the kids, we 50 years old, we got to go.
In there, the music, oh.
So that was, that was my weekend, man. I went up to New York. I was able to support my brothers for their pop-up. Shout out to them. Supporting is not a bad thing to help somebody else grow. You can still grow while you help somebody else grow. A lot of people, operate under the assumption that, it's my time and I'm the only thing shining right now. And if sun don't shine, the sun don't shine. And I think that's really horrible and inconsiderate to people that's also trying to matriculate and move up. But y'all keep doing what y'all do out there, man. I was able to see this Kendrick and Drake battle going on. And like I said, man, the only thing I take from that is don't sleep on conscious people, man. Don't sleep on the guy that's willing to say, yo, I don't want to fight you today. yo, I don't think, we need to be getting into it like this, or just ignoring you altogether, taking the high road. Because if they do decide to respond, when they do respond, trust me, you might not be able to withstand what they putting out. So, humble yourself. And if a bitch is acting like a bitch, call her a bitch. I'm from Brooklyn. We was doing it before it was a cool thing. All of this shit, all of these conversations in my neighborhood, we was doing it before it was the cool pop culture. It was the, thing to do. We was doing it way before that. So if you acting like a bitch, you getting received like a bitch, you coming off like a bitch, you talking like a bitch, you gonna get called a bitch. And I don't care. I don't gotta sleep with you. I know who I'm sleeping with. I don't care about your titties being pushed up in the screen and all that shit. That shit don't impress me. Neglectful mothers. It's a lot of neglectful mothers. I could go on 2 or 3 hours about this because they're the ones that act like they not. They're quick to tell you how good everything in their world is. Ask them how their kids is. Ask them what their kids ate. Notice how many times they shoo the kids away. Notice how many panels they on, how many conversations they in, how much time they have to go from this one to this one and then do their own show and then go back to this one and then they gotta leave for a second, but then they find their way back. You ain't got nothing to do. You ain't got nothing to curate. It's a lot of neglectful mothers out here. It's a whole female civil war going on right now. I call it the neglectful bitches conglomerate, committee, congregation, union, league. Shit could be a whole fucking league. They spend more time on thumbnails than they do on their children. They can say I'm lying, but I know I'm not. A lot of neglectful mothers out here. They need to be called out. And a lot of y'all just stand by and pacify them too. Don't say a word to them. Let them parade and, perform and live out their character and yell and scream and try to shame women for not being good parents when they're simultaneously sitting up here in front of us not being a good parent. Kids sleeping on pissy mattress. Shout out to Lauren Hill. Shout out to Jersey. Shout out to Take Heat. Huh? She said the rapper slash actress flipping in the ghetto on a dirty mattress. Damn. They flipping in these streets on the pissy mattresses. Neglecting their kids, leaving their kids with anybody, getting to know anybody for any amount of time, putting all their trust in them, easily influenced, easily manipulated, easily led astray, and then play victim. Then blame everybody but themselves. And don't nobody say nothing. They say, kudos to you, you're so brave. You're so brave. We so glad we not in y'all fucking circle. Because my wife would never be able to get off the phone. She would always have to be calling CPS or some authority on y'all neglectful assholes. But we leave that for y'all friends to do. Since y'all want to hang around each other for 10 hours a day, every day for 3 years, and ain't nobody noticed. I didn't notice that they don't take care of their child, even though their child is in every stream. I noticed that they was watching TV while y'all are so fucking pathetic. The plausible deniability, the neglect, the go along to get along.
Fake personalities and they totally
God
different
damn.
in real life.
Mrs. said fake
They so
personalities.
fucking fake.
She said, y'all so
And they try to
fake.
pull that shit like this is not really me on
Yeah,
here.
Nah, this is not
It's
me. I
not
can
really
easily
me.
switch this.
Because in
I
real
can
life,
switch.
I'm a good person. I'm a decent person. I take care of my kids, you lying bitches.
Mrs. She said always talks about it. She talked about the neglectfulness the other week. She talked about the lying the week before that. If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. We a small channel, but we got big content. We are very unapologetic. We could give a damn how you feel about it because we've been here for going on 3 years. And if you think Anybody can sit around you for 3 years and don't formulate an opinion, formulate some judgment, formulate a, perception, then you're disrespectful. If you think you can come in front of me and act a fool, yell and scream, curse, get all out of character, take the conversation all types of places, don't understand words, don't understand hypotheticals, and you think I'm not able to see that in all of the time that I've spent watching, perception is downloading. God damn. Loading, failure, failure. But this is what it is. Salute to anybody checking in. My brother Grizz on the check-in. Hope all is well, my brother. Just recapping on my week, man, what I seen this week. I was up to the neglectful mothers that I see in this electronic space. And I'm a man, and I'm saying something about it. Yeah, I know it's about to start raining or thunder is about to strike or something, right? Because men and talking about women, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm from Bed-Stuy. We talk about what we want. And I'm a man, top of the food chain. I can eat shark if I want to, but I can't talk about a woman. I can eat dolphin if I want to, but I can't talk about a woman. Fuck out of here. I got a wife. I got a mother. I got 4 daughters, 4 goddaughters, whole bunch of sisters. I talk about what I want. And right now, it's the neglectful ass mothers in these electronic spaces with their titties pushed up in the thumbnail and always on time on their stream. Always there. Never miss a day. Never miss a week. Let one of the popular tables call them. They always there. Ask them what their kids eating. Noodles, fucking Takis, Lunchables. Ask them where they sending them. School, public school too, where the bullies and the bathrooms and the food is horrible and the teachers is stressed. School. They love them so much, they send them to public school. You went to public school. What was your public school like? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. I told y'all what my public school was like, a fucking fashion show. And then we got the metal detectors because niggas is bringing guns. This is what school is in America. I don't know what y'all school was like. I know what Martin Luther King was like, though. Martin Luther King High School was violent. Lunchroom looked just like this space. I tell y'all all the time. Spades being played, fights, doxing, looked just like this. And I was just like how I am now, staying away from that shit. I come and get my 2 little, butter crunch cookies, my 2 chocolate chip, 2 chocolate milks, toasted almond pop or something, and I'm out of here. I'm going outside. I can eat lunch at the Chinese restaurant, or I'm going to the food truck, but I'm not gonna be around y'all. But I damn sure see what y'all doing out here. I see how y'all act in this lunchroom. I see you in lunch every period. Nigga, when you gonna go to class, nigga? I just seen you down here. Yeah, you know, Sean, I'm chin. And on report card day, them niggas be walking around with their head down. Yo, why you so... Yeah, report... Oh, that nigga sad because it's report card day. That nigga don't be going to class. He always in the lunchroom. That's y'all too. Always in somebody's chat room. When it come time to show the results of what you learn, how your family's moving, where's the results? 3 years later and you still single. The girl with 2 heads got married 2 weeks ago. You still single. Or you buy yourself. This shit is preposterous. Again, look, neglect your child, come away from your child, spend all your time on here. You find love of the same sex, and that shit goes south. So you neglected your child to come online to find love, for the love to go south, for y'all to drag each other online. Now you got a horrible fucking trail online. You got a horrible history online. You neglected your child to get a horrible history online. And you broke up with the same sex. Where's the win in that? And I'm not allowed to say nothing because I'm a man. Shout out to Time on the check-in. What's popping, my guy? No, I can say whatever the fuck I want about whatever I want because they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They say they want the answers to their questions. Promote conscious parenting. The next time they ask, the next time you in the chat, when they say, whose responsibility is it? Who should we be talking to? Just type this. Promote conscious parenting. That's the answer to all these questions, to the neglect, to the disrespect, to the discontent, to the no climaxing, all of it. Consciousness, consciousness. Baby, you good? Did you get one? Did I?
Absolutely.
That's what I gotta ask her. When we finish doing the grown up, yo, did you get one? You straight? Like you what's popping? Fuck out of here. The plausible deniability. What y'all do? Get up, get the clean off rag, and you don't notice that she didn't. Yeah, I believe it, because you don't notice what be happening. I didn't notice. I didn't hear what happened. I stepped away for a second. I didn't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what be going on out here. I don't be knowing. It's probably why shit looking the way it look. Lack of consciousness. Shout out to everybody pulling in and checking in. Share this with somebody. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm outside. We've been outside. This is what we've been on. We can't get nobody to hitch to our wagon to save our life. We say love and abundance, nah. We say promote conscious parenting, nah. But guess what? If a motherfucker say fuck these kids, if they say girls trips, anything low vibrational, we just grab a hold of, and then we wonder, why are we not doing well? Why the community look the way it look? I could tell you. Lack of conscious parenting. We live in Baltimore. Every day on the news, how the kids are tearing up the city. Curfew about to go in effect on Memorial Day. Wouldn't need it if you have conscious parents. So guess what? Let's lock they fucking parents up now. Now they doing what the missus said to do 3 years ago. Now they doing what AR said to do 3 years ago. Lock the parents up. The kids want to act a fool? Lock their parents up. Bet you they'll start to clean up then. It's the only way y'all learn. When something happens to y'all, that's the selfishness. Just my child being at risk out there is enough for me to say, Mrs. Harris, we chilling, we good, we partied enough, we lived enough. You know what? Let's concentrate on putting some flowers in the backyard and being here if our kids need us. We 50 years old. What we need to be running around the street for? Leave that to the 20-year-olds that be online telling the 50-year-olds that they should be ashamed of being online. Nah, your young ass should be outside living life. I already acquired the things that I need. Backyard, missus right here, kids playing. Your ass is the one that came on here and said, we need better relationships. We need examples. So we tried to give y'all examples. And what you focus on? The negative ones. The bitches with their titties pushed up in the screen because they all pretty. And that's the first thing they'll say. Look at my panel. We all fine and y'all all single.
And they ain't all fine.
And they not all fine. Self-proclamation is a thing. Mr.HeSaiD, what time said? Let me see what he said. Let me go back.
You forgot Chico Sticks and Mary Jane candy.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Tom, you should go check my Instagram page out, man. I did a whole rap for my brother Papoose, man, on candy like that, man. It was fire, too, man. Chico Sticks, all of that was in there, too, man. You would love it. Shout out to my boy Papoose. Shout out to Best Time, man. Yeah, selfless. Hey, baby. Look, coming in from work. Coming in from getting it in. Coming in from being a productive citizen in society. Not fearing coming home, not thinking she's gonna be attacked coming home. And she's over 24. She's 25 years old, still living on my dime. That shit means nothing to men. We know what family is. But this is why they don't come over here. This is why. You won't see them coming over here, because this is where the proof is in the pudding. I've been sitting next to that lady for 26 years. They don't say that. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Motherfuckers been together 15 minutes. They be giving out relationship advice and shit. Come over to us and shit. If y'all want relationship advice, yo, because we on the hot seat. We been together what, 2 weeks now? Yeah. If y'all need some, yo, you got questions, ask us. We put a Q&A up. We can't get a question to save our life. Ask us a question. Put a question in the chat. But that's what it is. It's, people say, we want the truth. Tell us the truth. We need the truth. Y'all don't want no fucking man that tell you the truth. Just like you don't want no woman that know her ass is big, her booty, her breast is big, she look good, her hair is naturally long. Y'all don't want to come in contact with no beast like that. Y'all don't. The confidence is crazy. It's nothing you've ever seen before. The self-confidence, it's amazing. Something you've never seen before. You won't like it. Trigger warnings need to come with everything a confident person says. Where was I? Neglectful mothers that I see in the internet. That's where I was. And I could care less how they feel about it. I could care less who they tell about it. If it applies, it applies. I watched my missus show the other day. It was an amazing show with amazing information. I appreciate the information that she brings. I appreciate the information Take Heat brings. I appreciate the information Red Lipstick Vibes brings. I appreciate those sisters. I will continue to big y'all up. I will continue to celebrate y'all, and I will continue to move in a fashion that tries to make y'all proud. That's another thing. I think a lot of men don't have women in their circle that they want to make proud. They're not conscious of wanting to make a woman smile, wanting to make a woman proud, wanting to make a woman feel worthy and appreciated and celebrated. They don't have that sophistication. I apologize. Celebrate the people who do, though. Celebrate the men who do, that recognize quality women. Fuck quantity. Any boy could please a million women. But this was my weekend, man, and this was just a recap. And I want to know, why do y'all hit that record button and bring y'all problems, y'all arguments, y'all fights, y'all dirty ass houses, y'all badass kids? Why do y'all bring all of that shit to the internet for us to see when we trying to promote consciousness, we trying to promote family, we trying to promote support? You don't even got a for educational purposes sticker on it or nothing. You just bring it here. Big facts, Mr.HeSaiD. Accountability, hard for some people. The truth is hard to look at when you are fake. And you know what? You know, time, this is something that everybody says in everybody's chat. That's the thing about it. You know, this space is one of the worst things about this space is that we got people in the comments that just, you know, go along with what we say just because we're the one on the screen. And I don't want everybody to agree with everything I say. I'm the first person that does not agree with anyone 100%. Even Mrs. Harris, who I've known for 26 years. Every conversation I have on every panel I've ever sat, when I did go on panels, I say I agree to a point. But here's where I go left. Here's where I got to turn. And that's the thing, you know, they don't even like the word accountability anymore, Time. You can't even use that word. Nobody can hold anybody accountable. No. Y'all punks can't hold anybody accountable. And I do understand that if people don't respect you, then yeah, they're not going to listen to you. But again, this is why it's on us to be good people when nobody's watching. I know I'm a good guy when nobody's watching. When everybody is not looking, when the lights are off, I'm trying to do the honorable, admirable thing. Because I'm trying to break cycles over here. I already know what horrible feels like, what it looks like, how to be a horrible man. I'm going to play one clip for y'all today. And this is what I'm talking about in regards to me being a man. Me being a man. I don't know what everybody else is doing. I can't speak for the other brothers. I could definitely tell you I follow Allah. I could tell you what I stand on, my purpose. I could tell you what guides me. But I can't talk about what guides other brothers. But I'm going to give you a little bit of insight on where I am from this video clip right here.
I'm a circular individual in 60 degrees. I know 180 negative well. Now I'm just working on my 180 positive and trying to embrace it
What does that mean?
I'm
180
sure.
negative, 180.
I'm half great, I'm half up. I'm 180 negative, I'm 180 positive. For most of my life, I've known how to operate off the 180 negative well. I'm a finely tuned 180 negative individual, if need to be. Now I'm working on being a finely tuned 180 positive individual. That means I know I have good in me, what you could say is a good angel and a bad angel. I don't pretend to be either one. I know I have both forces in me. But I know what force I choose to want to rock with. I try to drop my ego and pride and deal from my 180 positive, which enables me to be free, let go, and when someone like you sees me, be able to approach me. My story is a caterpillar turned to butterfly. Now the butterfly wants to tell more caterpillars, let's turn to butterflies, and then
Caterpillar turned to a butterfly, now trying to get other caterpillars to become butterflies. We've mastered the 180 negative already. And I tell y'all, I'm not no gangster. And Bed-Stuy ask about me. I'm not no gangster. I'm a basketball shooting motherfucker, but I shoot that motherfucker good. And that shit come with some shit. That shit ain't just no walk in the park. Bed-Stuy is just not some place that's just gonna let you survive. So although I'm not a street dude, don't think I wasn't outside in the street. Don't think I haven't seen niggas operating in that 180 negative. I haven't been pulled into that 180 negative. Like I haven't, I'm smart. I got book smarts and street smarts. This is something that my friends will proclaim. This nigga right here is one of the ones of us that got both sides. They call me Legal Beagle because I could come up with a strategy, plan, all of this shit, but guess who ain't doing it? I'm not doing it. I give you the route, tell you how to maximize your profit, all of that. But I'm not doing it. I know my role. I've already operated in the 180 negative. Now it's about the 180 positive, and this is what I don't see. I don't see people realistically saying, you know what? I've operated in that space already. I'm trying to perpetuate, promote, and encourage people to do different. Not to say better or worse, but different. Again, if you want to break these generational cycles, these generational curses, these dysfunctional houses, you can act like you rich now. It's 2024 and you rich, but you ain't come from rich. I know everybody experience ain't the same, and some of us came from some middle class, but a lot of us came from dysfunctional families, hatred within the family, jealousy within the family, still dealing with it now. We've operated in the 180 negative. It's time to start operating in the 180 positive. And if our 180 positive is to tell you to be a conscious parent, like love your child, give that motherfucker a vegetable every now and again, a bottle of water, demand that they go to bed at a reasonable time, make that time the same time every night. Read a book to them before they go to bed. Give them breakfast when they wake up. If you can't do it, you need to reach out to the village around you for help. But now you got to be a good person. You got to be a selfless person. You got to be a humble person. All of these traits, this is not 2024 traits. 2024 traits is egotistical, superficial, grandiose, selfish, cantankerous. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me it's a talking point. When Time don't live in the same city as me, Take Heed don't live in the same city as me, Green Beans don't live in the same city as me, but we all see it. It's coincidence, right? Fuck out of here. It's not coincidence. We got to do better. Women are the first teachers of our babies. They are the curators of our homes. They are the people who can change a nation. You could try to sell it to the other motherfuckers that didn't graduate high school, especially with a fucking, what kind of diploma was that I had? SAT, Regents exams diploma. Every diploma I got was fucking enhanced now that I think about it. Cum laude, this, Regents diploma, that. So I don't know about the niggas who just barely graduated, who got 65s and shit. I can't tell you about them. And I'm not bringing you every negative experience I ever went through to try to prove to you that I know what I'm talking about. I'm 50 years old. I had some relationships in my life, usually for a long time, because I concentrate on keeping a woman for a long time. Anybody could get a woman. I concentrate on wanting that woman to stay around me for a long time and don't feel bad about doing it. Mrs. Harris, do you have any regrets about being around me for 26 years?
Hell no. I won't be nowhere else.
This is what I aspire to. I don't know. Maybe it was the 80s and the 90s music that did it. Maybe. But I love myself. Don't get it wrong. I love myself. But I also love pleasing this woman. Watching this woman smile, watching this woman dance, watching that dimple come out on Friday. It's one of the best things in the world. But we put a lot of goddamn work in to get to Friday night last week.
Maddie?
So that's what I got, man. That was my recap of the weekend. I know it wasn't much. We a small channel. We try to push out big content. And we'll be on in a couple of minutes, man. We're going to have a versus tonight. We're going to have a special guest in the building, and we're just going to change the pace. It's not going to be no relationship talks. Not going to be no conscious parenting talk tonight. Tonight, we listening to some music. Tonight, we doing a versus. So y'all come on out. Tell a friend to tell a friend, because we got a lot of content on our small channel. We do lo-fi music. We do verses. We do conscious parenting. We do Shane Sundays. We do Cerebro Saturdays. And we do coffee and cappuccino where we just react. So we try to create a little bit of variety, a little bit of edutainment. And we'll be back at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You guys come through. I appreciate y'all for chilling out with me, listening to my rant. I'm going to finish this glass of wine, and we're going to feed this little baby, and then we get ready for the rest of our night, man. We see y'all in a little bit. Y'all have a good one. Peace.